Welcome back to Forza Horizon 6. Over the past week, I have been posting a ton of Forza Horizon 6 gameplay. I jumped in, played through the first hour of the campaign, unlocked and customized a ton of cars, and most importantly, explored a bunch of Japan. And I'm gonna be honest, at the time of recording this video, I actually don't know how many videos I made. There's a lot of them. If you want to see any gameplay, I'll link to it in the description down below. Anyways, at the end of the day, I probably put over 50 hours into Forza Horizon 6 already, and I think it's pretty safe to say we learned a bunch about the game, whether it be big things or small things, and I thought today we would do a recap of sorts and share all the biggest things we learned about Forza Horizon 6. Some of the things you might have heard me talk about briefly. Other things you most definitely haven't. So buckle in, let's jump into some of the most exciting Forza Horizon 6 news that we learned in this preview build. So first and foremost, let's start it off with the biggie. Forza Horizon 6 car list. One of the things in this preview build that we could see was the AI driving around in a bunch of cars that are going to be available in Forza Horizon 6. And some of them were truly mind-blowing. Now, obviously, it would take me all day to list every car in this game. There's over 550. And at the time of recording this video, we have like 250, 300 cars officially confirmed for the game, plus others that we spotted throughout the gameplay. And anyways, in the description down below, I'll link to the AR12 car list if you'd like to check it out for yourself and see all of the cars, but I thought I'd mention a couple of my personal favorites that I think you'll enjoy. There are 4 cars specifically I wanted to call out that are just kind of regular cars. Okay, they're anything but regular, but they're really cool, and I think. Number 1, Mazda MX-5 Cup car. Yes, the little race car that could is coming to Forza Horizon 6. We've also got the Audi R8 LMS car, which if you played Forza Motorsport 4, I almost said Forza Horizon 4, that is making its way back for Forza Horizon 6. And if you're a fan of loud, screamy things, the Mazda 787B is coming to Forza Horizon 6, as well as the legendary Mazda Furai. What an absolutely mind-blowing lineup of just those 4 cars. It's kind of unfortunate in the preview build, we couldn't, actually buy any of these race cars. We've had race cars in Forza Horizon games prior, but I would have liked to have had at least one in the preview build, so we could have seen what customization options it has, engine swaps, and kind of give us at least a little bit of an idea of what to expect. If you had to ask me, though, I would assume the customization for cars like this is going to be very similar to the, GTE and the GT3 cars that we had in Forza Horizon 5, but obviously not confirmed just yet. Now, here's the craziest thing, because yes, those cars are really cool, but we also spotted some Forza editions, and when I say we, I mean DJ. DJ went hunting for Forza editions, and it's insane what he found. Let me just rattle off a quick list here. All of these go to DJ for the credit for them. BMW M2 Forza edition. The Performance Drift Truck, the DeBerti truck, that has a Forza edition. The F-150 Lariat has a Forza edition, which is actually an EV swap, and you can see all the wiring in the bed. That's crazy. You've got a Mercedes 190E Forza edition that has side pipes on it. Love that. You've got a Lotus Avaya Forza edition, which has downforce. Yes. You've got a Nissan GTR with a goddamn parachute sticking off the back of it. That's gonna be fast. And just to put a bow on it and wrap the whole thing up, yes, there's also a Toyota E86 Forza edition. Obviously, at the time of recording this video, these are just cars that were seen as traffic cars in Forza Horizon 6 in this preview build, so we weren't able to buy or customize any of these. I would assume, based off what we've seen on the Forza edition cars that I've already made videos on, these will also have further customization options, so who knows what they're gonna be. I'm so hyped. Obviously, those 7 Forza edition cars are on top of all of the other ones that I've already mentioned in previous videos, like the Mazda Miata, like that crazy BRZ, like the S-Cargo, and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna lie, the car list is great. As soon as I get my hands on with the full game, I will have a full car list video here for you, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. Let's move on to the next thing, though, and the physics of those actual cars. And we kind of learned 2 big things about small physics changes that have gone on behind the scenes that I think impact the game in quite a large way, actually. Number one being the changes kind of to all cars, all around. I found, and I mentioned it in my first video I made, that I felt like braking in Forza Horizon 6 has been changed. And I said specifically that it felt like there was less forgiveness when you get onto the brake pedal. And after speaking with other people who played this preview build, the general consensus is that the developers kind of reworked the grip levels for Forza Horizon. If you've ever driven on a real-life race circuit before, one of the things you absolutely cannot do is press the brake pedal and turn your car into a corner. Your car is just grip limited, and it will not do both. So that's why oftentimes in real life, you'll hear people talking about things called trail braking, where you get on the brake pedal just a little bit to add more weight to the front of your car, but not all the way to max out your grip. That way you can kind of brake and turn at the same time. And this was one of the first things I noticed when I was playing the game, because I was going into the corner like a Forza Horizon player and braking and turning all at the same time. And now in Forza Horizon 6, that is not a thing anymore. At least the same way it was. It might still be a thing, but it feels like it's been vastly reduced. And long story short, at the end of the day, what that means is when you're building a car, your upgrades that you're doing are going to be more impactful than ever. You're probably going to want to look at what tire compound you're putting on your car. You're probably going to want to pay a better focus on your brakes that you're putting on your car than you did in Forza Horizon 5. So we'll see how the meta evolves, but it's quite interesting, the physics changes that went on behind the scenes. And number two, the other big physics change that kind of went on big physics change. The only car I noticed it happening with was that Subaru BRZ Forza Edition. The one with that crazy lift kit and those giant tires. Obviously, the developers haven't confirmed this or anything just yet, but based off my experience driving the car, it feels like that car has reworked suspension, where each individual tire is unique in the way that it changes elevation and grips onto things. And if you noticed in my video I made, I kind of climbed onto curbs, climbed onto AI cars, and even climbed over walls. It's a small yet impactful physics change that over the course of Forza Horizon 6, we'll need to see, number one, if it affects other cars. Number two, if it's like a global change. I don't know just yet. We need to do more research on this and try it out with other cars to really see what it's like. But based off my experience, those are the two big physics changes that I feel like have been changed behind the scenes for Forza Horizon 6. But I'm sure there's more as well. The other thing I feel like I just briefly had to touch on, although I know everyone's already spoken about it, I wanted to mention it regardless. Yes, this map is beautiful, it's breathtaking, and it's massive. If you play Forza Horizon 6, you will undoubtedly have the same experience I did when you open up the map for the first time and it just goes and goes and goes and you're just overwhelmed by its size. And then not to mention the vast amount of references and key points of interest scattered all around the map, from basically real-life racetracks to fictional mountain drift roads. Everything and anything. This map truly does present an unlimited freedom to do anything and almost go anywhere. If you can dream it up, you can probably do it. It's an unbelievable map, and I cannot stress that enough. Moving away from the cars and the physics, though, let's talk about the progression, because I got to actually try it in this preview build, and if you ask me, I feel like the developers did a very good job walking a very fine line. There's some groups of people who want to grind day in and day out, run the same event 100 times to be able to afford an ashtray for their car. And there's other people who just want to drive whatever car they want, whenever they want. And I feel like the developers wanted to walk like a middle ground, and I feel like they did that really well. You start off in significantly slower cars than you have in recent Forza Horizon games. You start in C-class cars in this game, and trust me, they feel very slow. Say goodbye to starting with a Bronco that's been upgraded, a Toyota Supra, and a Corvette. You've got like a 90s Nissan and a, what is it, an 80s Toyota? Yeah, they're not quick. I mean, don't get me wrong, the progression is still definitely Forza Horizon in the sense that when you get to choose a starter car, you actually get all three. And don't get me wrong, the game still definitely kind of throws money at you, at least early on. As we were exploring the map for the first time, we were getting a lot of money, We'll have to see how that progresses into the full game when we have things like wheel spins at our disposal and see what those are like. But again, I feel like overall the developers did a pretty good job at the progression. We'll have to see what it's like for the full game, obviously, once we have other ways of earning income. But yeah, it felt pretty good, I must say. One of the smaller tidbits of information that actually popped up is about Forza Arcade. You know that game mode that you never played in Forza Horizon 5? That's confirmed for Forza Horizon 6, and I have good news, because chances are you played it back in Forza Horizon 4. And the developers confirmed they are ditching Horizon Arcade from Forza Horizon 5. They're going back to how it worked in Horizon 4, where it starts on the hour, every hour, and trying to encourage large groups of players to go and experience those events. And that is what they've done for this game. You'll love to see it. On the topic of online, I have very good news if you are a try-hard player. So, this isn't something you might have seen in any of my videos just yet, but I thought I would pull up this menu for you and show you some of the cool options you have in this game. And yes, right out of the gate, split times are back, and you can actually choose if you want them to just be on only for multiplayer, or just off altogether if you prefer a clean UI. You can even go as far as customizing it if you want to show the whole lobby or only like 3 or 4 people on the leaderboard. Very, very cool. I love that the developers gave us this freedom to truly customize the UI to our liking, as well bringing back a fan favorite in split times. On the topic of options that you can find in some of the menus, the car proximity radar is confirmed, and again is very cool. You can have it on in the open world, you can have it on for races only. Very cool that the developers let you customize it and kind of move it around the screen even. Love that. And the other really cool thing you can spot in the menus is this. If you open up, is it Forza Link? I guess it is Forza Link. You can see all of the game modes in here, like hide and seek, like the eliminator, and some of the catchphrases associated with them. So I'll scroll through them here, and feel free to pause this video and take a look at any that are, you know, kind of speaking to you. Yeah, there's some cool ones. The other thing I'm going to say about multiplayer is in regards to spec racing. I know this is a feature we spoke about back in January, but we finally have some more details about it. Spec racing is really cool. Every single series, you'll get a new car and a new leaderboard. All of the cars are stock. They're all exactly the same. All you go and do is choose what color your car is, and then it's up to you to drive as fast as you can. And the developers confirmed this is sorta kinda their way of ranked racing in Forza Horizon 6, where the focus is on competition and actually winning. And along with your cars changing out, so does the leaderboard that actually tracks how many wins you're getting in these spec races. It doesn't count hours played or total number of games. It tracks wins and encourages you to win and climb the leaderboard. And I love that. So cool. Side note, if you're a fan of leaderboards, you can also sort PR leaderboards by PI class. For example, if you wanted to know the best drift score somebody got on here in a C-class car, filter it to C-class, and you can do that. Really, really cool. I like that. I also wanted to share one more kind of quick thing. In regards to customization, I feel like after jumping into Forza Horizon 6 and experimenting with a bunch of the cars that we had on offer, the customization is good and the new Forza Aero is good, but if you ask me, it's still a little lacking. I know there's a lot of players out there who like the competitive aspect of Forza Horizon, and sometimes that means having to put Forza Aero on your car to unlock downforce tuning, and sometimes the new Forza Aero looks great on your car, and sometimes it doesn't really fit the look of your car. And it would have been nice to have kind of like an invisible Forza Aero to allow us to tune our downforce if we didn't want to put the rear wing on, for example. And I know I've said it before and I'll say it again, it would still be awesome if instead of Forza Aero, we had a similar system to Gran Turismo, so we could choose the size of the wing we wanted and then choose the end plates for that rear wing. That would be really cool. Obviously, a lot more work than basically modeling up a wing and then getting it to fit every car. And I know that there's been some people who have been disappointed with the lack of kind of innovative, if you can call it that, upgrades and freedom when it comes to actually customizing your car. I think a lot of people were kind of hoping for neons in Forza Horizon 6, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was too. It's a fun little thing. Does it make your cars look kind of goofy? Yeah, it does, but sometimes it works. And if you're driving around Tokyo, I think it works. Who knows what the future holds for Forza Horizon 6 customization? We obviously saw the developers over the life of Forza Horizon 5 increase the amount of customization available for cars, introducing new stuff like your wheel size options or those cool like bed racks and so on. Those were really cool, and I wouldn't at all be surprised if we saw some similar stuff happen to Forza Horizon 6 over the course of its life cycle. Obviously, at the time of recording this video, we have no idea what the devs' future plans are, so we're just gonna need to kind of wait. And on the topic of waiting, now we have to wait for Forza Horizon 6 to actually come out. It is officially less than 1 month away, and I cannot wait to jump in, explore Japan more, try out the rest of the cars, play through the campaign, and jump online and host lobbies and just have fun with cars and friends. And if you can't either, make sure you subscribe, because as soon as I get the game, I'll be posting more videos here online for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye now.